probably the last resource I'm going to do here on this series is one I just recently picked up. And you guys know I'm a fan of yard sales, okay? So I got this at a estate sale. And I'll let you know, little old ladies estate sales, you can find some good articles or books and things on plants. I just love gardening, you know. It's a different generation where that was pretty common for their life. And you can get some good deals. So also want to say that it is very important, in my opinion, to get some books that are very specific to your region that you live in, because that's where you're going to do most of your crafting, your hiking, and most likely going to find yourself in a survival scenario where you're going to implement these skills. You know, I'm not big of a, I wouldn't call myself typically a prepper or bug out guy. I probably would line up more homestead or just simple country boy that likes to be in the woods. But if you're a prepper or a bug out guy, if you're going to prep or you're going to end up bugging out, it's going to be in the region that you live in. You know, you're not going to jump in your truck and drive 14 hours to hit the woods in another state. You're going to go hit the woods closest to you or somewhere you're familiar with and already camped. So getting books and resources that are specific to your region are going to help you gain more knowledge in your region. So with that being said, I just picked up this book at a yard sale for $1. It retails for $13. I'd say I got a pretty good deal. And it is Wildflowers of Texas. Pros and cons, I've noticed there's also tons of great pictures, good information, and I also seen, if you see here on this guide, it has yellow, red, blue, white. That is to specify the color of the wildflower, which I thought was pretty awesome. So if you were walking through the woods, you see a specific flower of a certain color, you can go ahead and just turn to that section, and it cuts down your searching and flipping through pages. Thought that was a pretty cool idea. Also, I noticed that a couple of the plants, it does talk about their medicinal value, but it doesn't on all of them. So there are tons of pictures and information on wildflowers. There's 2 on every single page, and there are 389 pages. So that's a lot of flowers, guys. So they obviously couldn't put all that information in there. But you could take something like this and coincide it with, I don't know, books such as these that I've already covered and get you more familiar with the plants of your region. Or you can spend a little time doing some research on your own on these plants and make a note beside it. You know, take a little marker, put down medicinal and you know, uses of that plant. But I just thought it was great to have a book that is information on my specific region. I lived in Tennessee for quite a while and gained a good knowledge of stuff in that area, but I'm fairly new to Texas. I've been here a little less than a year, so gaining resources on this area to help strengthen my knowledge of this area. Back when I lived in Tennessee, I have a book from the, I couldn't find it, or I would add it to my resource list for you guys. It is on the trees of Tennessee. And it talks about every single tree species and variation of that species in the state of Tennessee, and how to identify it from its bark, its leaves, its nuts, its new shoots, everything. It was done by the 4-H program in Tennessee. And it's a little field guide. Fits in your pocket. So getting stuff that are information for your region. Now again, that book that I have in Tennessee about the trees, it doesn't talk about medicinal value, but it gives you good identification. So you might have to do a little additional research to find out how you can use that medicinally. So hopefully this little series here on different resources I use has helped you, and possibly looking at some resources for yourself, and some good tools to gain greater knowledge. Also, guys, leave me some comments on resources that you use, so I can continue to grow my library of woodsy knowledge, as Dave Canterbury says, and become better skilled as a woodsman. So Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.